Women want macho men, and women want bad men. If you come and you are all in your suits and ties, they'll be like, but you would have a ghetto boy who is there doing shit. Forgive my language. But she will like that man because he's not so emotional and he's not using emotional intelligence that we had in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, so much. We are here and today we are doing the Solid Pod and we are very happy to have you and for you to watch us. And today we are going to look or talk. What are we going to do now? Talk. We are going to talk about the man. We are going to decipher the women emancipation thing, put it here. Equality. The equality. Then we are going to talk about the men. But today, she likes equality, right?
I don't know.
Now we are going to talk about the softness in men and the hardness in men. I don't know if I've said it very well.
Yeah.
But you remember our fathers were hard. They would ride their bicycles and then they would whistle when they are coming back home. I don't know if they were hard guys. But now what happens to us? What is happening to this generation of men to make them soft, nice? And what does that, is that a turn off for women?
Me personally, I would actually say that men are not supposed to be soft in the first place.
What is softness? Can you tell me what is softness?
No, softness is confused because some men of these days have decided to be simps and now we're confusing them to be soft. But men naturally they are built.
What is simps? You are confusing us.
But I think that's a different. Simps, every man is. Almost every man is.
I'm not a simp.
He said
Because are coming off.
What is
A simp,
Hey.
what I understand about a simp is, okay, I don't know if this is the real definition or just a portion of the word simp, but
according to you, you can start.
see it as chasing a woman relentlessly until
Relentlessly.
yes.
Yeah.
They just chase you, or he's telling them good things.
No, but then
I think that's what I understand about.
What is your definition of a simp?
it's, to me, it's awkwardly chasing a woman.
I thought women like that. I thought you wanted me to be in
That's why
your
I
entire
said
time.
awkward.
Awkwardly, what is awkward? Waking up in the morning and texting you?
No, like there is, as a woman, fine, you have to chase after us, but then there is a point where you need to stop for us to think about it. But then when you continue,
So who is going to define that stopping point?
you
Because
have
me, I didn't understand. How is she saying that there is a point where I have to
You're
stop?
supposed to stop.
Okay, I am.
there is a point where you have to stop and give me time to think about.
To think about what? Okay,
No,
they
but
are.
why are you rushing me?
Yeah, I'm rushing you for two things. Either age, I want to eat you, or something. I'm rushing you. I need you to make a decision. There's a business transaction. So you cannot tell me I have to pause. Okay, I chase you. Today, we've met in a bar. Let me say it like this. We've met in a bar. You have given me your number. And after I get your number, the next day I ask you, oh, did you reach home safely? If I did not drop you or you did not stay at my place, I'm asking you, did you reach there safely? All right? And then in that category, I like you. So I have to tell myself that now, so we're talking about having soft and hard men. And we want to get a snippet and we delve deep into a mind of a girl. What is a soft man to you?
As to me, a soft man is just a man that wants me to be me.
And a hard man. A hard man is what?
I don't call it a hard man, because it might be.
So a hard man does not want you to be you.
A hard man will never want a lady to be her.
Or because he's so dominant and he's not.
No, because he has the African.
It's not Africa.
It's African. It's African.
So do women in this era that we are living in?
Not Africa.
So it's African.
It's African.
I think it is
'Cause-
80 years.
African
Oh,
traditional
sorry.
society.
Yeah, 80 years.
Yes. So he had man is 80 years,
Very 80 years.
and you don't want 80 years.
In this generation.
But you keep telling us that for me, I don't want a soft man. He's a mommy's boy. Is that a soft man? Is a soft man directed to a mommy's
No, you
boy?
people.
Have you ever dated a mommy's boy?
No, I wouldn't wish to be a mommy's boy.
So you don't like a soft man?
I like, you can't be, you don't have to be a mommy's boy to be a soft man.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So what is your description of a soft man?
A soft man,
Repeat it for me again.
a soft man to me is just a man who makes me be me.
Allows you to do whatever you want.
Not allows me to do whatever I want.
Who listens to you?
A man who listens to me, a leader. You can be soft and also a leader.
Okay, this is not supposed to be political, but do you think?
but
Our president-
as a man, you have to be a leader.
But listen, you see,
I don't know. I'm asking
Your
you.
president is so.
Do you think our president is a soft man?
He is.
Okay, we are not supposed to.
but no,
listen.
listen. If you're saying, you see, as a leader, there's some decisions that you're supposed to make solely, like as you, which should not favor no one. Should only favor the leader.
Yes.
So now, if someone is soft, how do you expect a soft person to still make a decision that is solely not to favor you, by the way, but is making a decision that will favor maybe the family or everything? So to me, I feel like I would deviate from that definition of, as a
Okay,
soft.
what is a soft man? Let's first understand.
To me, like,
Can we use AI? We have AI.
to me, everyone can make up AI. No, I wouldn't need AI. To me, like I said earlier,
Yes.
to me, a soft man is just someone who is a big simp. How? Listen, as he said, this is how
Okay.
I want to describe a simp. You see, I might be with my boys. Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm not even doing anything bad. Probably I'm discussing, by the way, something so important. But then the woman, she might not even call me. She might be there waiting at home. She knows my spots. Then she decides to drop by. And she's coming with intentions of pulling me away from my boys and taking me to be with her.
But why don't you ask her so that you can know the intention?
And now, as
Okay,
a soft man, you will say, okay, immediately you see her come with the car, you just decide to drop your boys and be like, you know what, man, you guys will have to forgive me. My woman has come. Which is that really being soft?
No, that's respect. That can be said as a sign of respect. Or consider.
Respect and
So do you think who is coming to remove
Do you think we
from
should
the
ask?
business, from maybe the deal that you're discussing?
No,
Do you think it's fair to you?
But then if you guys, let me say for instance, if you communicate to her, you're like, you know what? I'm here with my boys doing business. Would you mind? If she's an understandable girlfriend, then she'll be like,
But what I want to understand, what is the soft woman? What's
There is a lot of
there's no soft
There is a
woman.
lot
All women
power.
are soft.
there is a lot of power in doing what you don't want to please the other partner. That's how I look at it. Like
There's a lot of power in doing what you don't want.
to comprehend it
suppress your feelings for the happiness
of the other person.
and such a
So
man
must you be the person every single day
My
suppressing?
question is, how oftenly are you willing to suppress your happiness for your partner?
How willing am I?
No,
Yes.
Kuchi should be the one to answer that because it's the one who brought that point.
Yes, how oftenly?
Now, for me, I look at it. A happy woman makes you happy.
Alright.
If a woman is sad, she's going to.
Okay.
Okay, does that mean that the man, where did you need to shift?
So who is the
to
man?
someone else?
Who is the man in this equation?
Where can't you find happiness within?
Why can't we say a happy man, a happy wife?
Then you don't
Why
have to
can't you
come.
find happiness
No,
within yourself?
Why is it always a happy wife?
This is no, Brian. This is why I get to deviate with Kuchi.
Yeah.
Honestly, why do you need to trust someone for your happiness? Can you first of all start by being happy? Like
Then do that.
then now, think about the other person. But Kuchi is now telling us, you know what? For me to be happy, I need to first make that person happy, so that that person can trigger my happiness.
The happiness comes back to me.
No,
I think that's
not
what
what
he
he meant.
What did he do?
That's what he meant.
No.
Oh, the middle people have now deviated and they're going together.
Okay.
No.
If you bring in that angle, I think
No, that's
A
just
man-
meant to say.
a man, as a man, you can always postpone your happiness. You can always think about tomorrow. Tomorrow is
And which
Okay.
is a good thing.
And doesn't bet is postponing
It's
itself,
a
man.
good thing.
Tell us, okay.
The world is not going to end today
Yes.
because of
All right. Let us make
Because
this
you're
so much.
confused
I would
to
like to
make
ask,
Happy.
is an emotional man a very dependent man? Do I depend on a woman's energy to make sure that I feel like I am a man?
I feel that question is supposed to go to Kuchi.
No, you don't have to depend on a woman to feel like you're a man.
Because I'm an emotional man. Because what we are getting in today's society, let us just try to decipher this. Women want macho men, and women want bad men. If you come and you are all in your suits and ties, they'll be like, "Onaja kunsasulire enviri." But you have a ghetto boy who is there doing shit. Forgive my language. But she will like that man because he's not so emotional and he's not using emotional intelligence that we had in the past.
But it's not only women, even men like bad girls.
I
They may not marry them, but
I don't think
That's not being toxic. That's not being toxic. That's the truth.
yet the man, they are very happy at home.
Are you married?
I don't know why he's speaking like that. I don't know.
But they will go out and look for bad girls. It happens.
That's being soft
But
as a man. Okay.
I don't think that is, for me, I look at being soft as being considered. And now with the way the world is developing with civilization, before women didn't have a say, now women have a say. And we have,
And you have
to
to
do
deal
that.
with it.
Okay, that's not how
We coexist with them. We have to listen to them.
Yes.
So
And then
how naturally they are
be soft.
emotional. So you have to manage the emotions. How do you manage the emotions? By
being hard.
The last
By
time,
giving
the last,
in.
the last time, the last time someone,
What do you mean compromise?
the last
Okay.
time someone,
Are we losing the trackers,
way
mate?
to understand women. The last time someone tried to understand women, and we know where that ended.
Where?
Where?
There was a divorce.
I don't have this. These statistics are from where?
Who did you really hear about the story of people? No, bro.
is the first man try to
Was the
understand.
first man. You don't know what happened. So, which is not trying to tell us, though, yo, look here. Because now you're supposed to sit down and also listen to women. Yeah, true. We don't. Me personally, I would sit down and listen to the women. Even I believe.
I
My
think
grandfather was listening to his, he was listening
then
to his
I-
wife there.
yes. And what happened?
Where which now tends to deviate from my perception is him thinking that, you know what? You're supposed to start understanding someone else. Bro, we all take.
But then you understand your fellow bros.
Let me
For you to understand.
Let me ask a question. No, bro.
It's called understanding.
No, by the time you understand,
Dating my bros.
no,
Because
it's the same thing. We are all
I
human.
don't understand Brayo. But you know what? Because of our friendship, we decided to be like, you know what, man?
Then first be friends with the woman you want to be with.
Naturally, yeah.
Why do you think men are encouraged to, let's say, marry people who are friends with them,
Who are what?
younger than them? Haven't you heard of the notion that
Women are 5 years old.
can't reason?
5 years.
Man, who you with this?
But even if you
No,
even if at my age I get a woman who is 10 years old, she'll be mature.
you see why I'm telling you?
You see this Gen Z's? I was where I was, I will not mention. This Gen Z's, I was where I was, I will not mention. And this man, he came and he had gotten a builder.
How old are you, Brian?
I'm coming. And then this man, I'm coming. And then this man reached the premise where we were and we said, but you do not take borders. What happened today? He told me, man, I have this Gen Z. As I was driving, she told me that I need to grow up. This man is 35 plus years old. The Gen Z is about 27. And she's telling the guy, 20 years old, that, man, I need you to grow up. You need to act your
Maybe
age.
she's
And then the guy was like, okay, I'm driving you in my ML. I'm facilitating all this stuff.
what does that mean?
What the guy did, he parked by the road at Shell Select, got out of the car, got a board and borders, And the woman was there. And because he tried to reason with the woman, I can't go with you. He said, no, then you have to drop me where you pick me. There were so many rules. Was that a hard man or a soft man?
That was a man.
That was a man.
That wasn't
So
a
I
man.
think this
That was
whole
not a
woman
man.
emancipation.
Why wasn't that person a man?
That wasn't a man. By the time he's like, I'm driving this car and she says this to me, that wasn't a man.
Why don't you give them the respect?
No. Give yourself
The Bible
respect.
says,
See yourself
let's
in
go
a-
to the religious side. Let's just quote. The Bible says, and it explicitly, simply says, a man shall leave the house, go and start a family. And then it comes down and gives rules where it says, a woman shall be submissive, and a man shall love the woman like Christ loved the church. So why aren't women being submissive? It is why it is bringing us to the softness of men, because the men have lost actually. We've lost track.
How?
The way submissive.
The Bible works for Christians.
You are not a Christian.
There are Muslims,
Thank you.
atheists. There are many people in this world that
But this
more people don't believe in the Bible than those who believe in the Bible. It is possible. So, women emancipation has empowered women to
you
think.
have declared their
To think we
have
have countries that are being led by women. You get, and they're being led well.
Is this why men are being soft?
No.
Me, I'm still going to say, man, these soft men, they are serious.
No.
Who are these soft men? Because me, I want to understand. If I
That's
come
very
and cry at my girlfriend or my wife, if I come to you and I say,
But you guys have these soft things more into emotions. You feel like for a man to be soft, he has to be weak. And that's not what we are trying to say here.
I don't have to be weak, but to me,
But that's what you're
putting my
trying.
guard down.
No, but that's what you're trying
Why
to
would
say.
this girl tell a man who is older than her and provide the,
She didn't see the sense.
grow up, bro. Picked her.
She didn't see that sense.
And it was her opinion.
Yeah.
No, this
And why was he?
What do you
Why
mean?
was he?
Feeling bad after her saying that.
No. What we are trying to say is the women have taken control of the society that we are living in. We are seeing women rising into power, which is very beautiful. We love you, women. I personally grew up with a single mother, so kudos, women. But what does that impact on the men in the society today? This is a very pertinent topic that we have to talk about, because you see, the men who are brought up probably by either women around or men around, there's a way. And these days, I hear so much about you a mommy's boy. What is a mommy's boy? What is that?
That was the beginning.
No, but
What
then
is
first
that?
wait.
What's the mommy's boy?
No, first let me.
That was the beginning of.
I know mommy's boy.
I'm not.
Why aren't you a mommy's boy?
Let me first ask this question.
Let me ask-
Beginning.
let me
Women
ask-
had to come with the way. Women had to come with the way of play with our mindset, because they looked at, if they start accusing you of being a mommy's boy, you will definitely start feeling bad, because men were taught to be hard. Now, if they say a mommy's boy, definitely the
That's
first thing you
8
think of
years.
is, man, I think I'm so sorry.
I think women are just naturally.
They know how to trigger.
No, they are amoeba.
how to
You know amoeba
If
is
I may ask,
They know how to trigger.
may I ask?
Trigger is the wrong one. I think they engulf. They come like Morit. What is that? They come and engulf you.
You see.
They know your mommy's
No,
boy. They say,
Ivan, let me ask you a question.
To be honest with you, Amber, I'm so much sure, yeah. I'm so much sure a woman can sit there at home in the morning and she's going to plan on how she's going to fight with you in the night. Start calculating. The whole entire time she's calculating. Then for us men, man, there's no single day. But I always like that.
I use the advice of them, bro. Okay, this is a drama.
I
You can calculate how to quarrel with me.
No, that's just being dramatic.
Which
Just
you
wanting attention.
Which you love. You do it.
yes,
You have done it before.
I've done it.
You give us the experience. What happened? What happened? You wake up in the morning, this man left without giving you Kameza money, and you said, now let me plan.
As a money, I just want to spice things up, like some drama.
This is why things up with drama. A strong man is one who will have a dramatic woman and suppress that drama, but it never comes out by managing her emotions.
Yes, thank
How do
you.
you imagine? How do you imagine the emotion? How do you imagine? How do you manage the emotion?
So if you fail to manage people's emotions, then don't consider yourself strong.
Yes, you're actually a soft man.
So where are you?
Weak.
Where are you? Are you strong? Married, bro. Have you ever? Okay, let him tell us. In which scenario have you ever been in? And you have tried to manage this woman's emotions.
We have women in our lives, starting from our parents. The fact that as a man, they will tell you things that you don't like agree with,
Yes.
but for the sake of peace, a strong man should be able to generate
That
in
That
the
means you are sacrificing a part of you
And
for
which is
some.
a good sacrifice. It's a good. By the time you're sacrificing, you're strong. Yes.
So being a man, okay, let me get you, bro. Being a man means that you are in a position where you are capable of sacrificing yourself.
Yes.
Where a woman will not be able to sacrifice herself.
and you don't feel bad about it.
Yes.
You don't
And
have to
makes
do
you
that.
Cry about it.
So it makes you a man that, okay, fine, this guy wants this, okay, fine, let that is here.
It shouldn't mean anything to you.
It shouldn't be,
Because you
okay,
are the manager.
okay, she's saying, okay, she's screaming in my ear in the morning, "Ah, la, 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 wake up, wake up, wake up," and I'm like, okay, I'll
Man
manage
up
you,
to
manage.
eat.
What do you mean, man?
Man up to eat.
I'm seeing messages flying at 3 in the morning.
to
No,
deal
no,
with
let me
me.
ask a question.
Learn how to deal with
Let me
me.
ask a question. And I'm seeing at 3 a.m., I'm hearing, you know, these people have Maso Satu or Masa Satu. You'll be there. iPhones have a car, no more ringtone of messages. Oh, at you hear. Now, for me, I'm supposed to suppress that and say, I've had a message, but I'm supposed to suppress it since I had the ma. And I'm not supposed to talk.
Actually, the man.
Because that's
You should
I don't understand.
Can someone tell us, a man, you have to be strong intellectually to need to.
Hey, I didn't know it.
Listen, you have to be intellectually strong to study a woman, and you know that at 3 she's going to feel this way, and you have to manage that.
Bro.
Yes.
At 3, I don't sleeping.
Wow, you
Yes.
I'm
okay
saying,
in the first place.
I'm supposed
If you can't manage me,
bro, I think.
When you're getting this woman, you're promising her
Okay.
that you're going to make her happy.
Thank you.
You're going. These are the things.
Let me ask you, what is the woman promising the man? What is the role? Look at you piece of what is the role? You're supposed to be a lot. What is the role of a woman in a man's life to make him comfortable, soft or hard, and vice versa?
According to Kuchi's submission, you're supposed to be knowing that at 3 a.m.
There is a one of Ivan who is going to call a message.
I'm supposed to.
I don't know, like, no, there is emotion. I said yes. Oh, this study.
Message. You talk about it with her.
How?
In a nice way.
How?
And
Yes.
not being
On the
soft.
same page.
No,
And you
no.
talk to
I
her
think
softly.
we are misguided here.
You
I think we
know.
are.
Really, Mesca, the point. I think I have this point
Yes.
put across. You see, even with animals, even a dog, even a rabbit, bro.
That's a rabbit, bro. Hey, is there a territory?
It's their territory, bro.
You cannot wait to understand.
You cross the territory. Even if a goat, bro.
A goat, chicken, even chicken. You have not seen chicken.
Animals did good.
Me, I do not.
No. I'm just trying to relate to you that if animals have the specific things that they have, you know.
But then-
So who are you as a man?
Because
That I intend.
they intend that
Suppressing.
you start suppressing your territory with trying to understand someone. It's just a brother.
don't have a
Brother.
don't get the lady, don't be with the lady.
You know,
So why did you accept?
Ivan,
That lady is
No, let me first ask this question.
Okay, what makes men soft?
You yourself.
No, me.
Ask
No. Kuchi, what makes you
First
soft?
try.
Ivan,
No, but answer that question. What makes you soft? Is it because you are attracted to a woman? Is it because you love a woman? Or it is your nature? Because every man.
society will perceive you soft. If let's say Ivan is here chilling with his boys, then a woman comes and like, come and we go. And when if he allows, he feels that he's soft. But that's not the case.
It's not that case.
No. Don't give us just one example. Don't give us one example. Don't give us just as an example.
Because that's what you
Is that what you would perceive as softness? And
Ladies and gentlemen,
ladies and gentlemen, as we go for this particular next round, we are going to discuss who is perceived as soft and who is perceived as hard, both especially on men's side, but we would also want to understand the women who is soft, who has done the right job. Thank you so much. Solid point is where you get everything said and done as and when it is done.
Why is it? Why is
It's
it when it comes to alcohol? Is when you drink
Just countries, bro.
when you drink the alcohol. Because when you eat food, the food is eaten, isn't it?
Mhm.
It's not that you have been eaten. But
Every time Kuchi is talking,
I
don't like that thing.
It says
just a moment. But when you drink alcohol, the alcohol is not drunk. It is you who is drunk. Have you ever thought about it?
So thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming back to the Solid Pod. This is a very entertaining episode where we dissect and we bring everything live as you want it without, this is PG. Make sure you are below 18. They don't engage.
Bro,
Eh?
above 18.
Like I've said, below 18, they don't engage. Above 18, they can engage. And today we are talking about the men. We are talking about the boy child. We hear so much about the girl child, but we have decided today to talk about the soft men and the hard men. And before we left for this session, we asked the question, what makes a man hard? What makes a woman soft? And vice versa, what makes a man soft? And what makes a woman hard? I think it comes from our past relationships. Because I will meet a girl and I'm a soft man. And she tells me, Kampala Citizen, this man today, you're going in the bar, you find out with another man. This one was saying that when you sleep at night, you have to program yourself at 3 a.m. She's going to receive a call from somewhere. So you're supposed to be okay with it. We are supposed to be okay with it. Kuchi, you're okay with
Okay, had the guy.
That's what he said.
And he
Had
said,
the guy.
As a hard guy,
Had the guy.
my territory, you don't
You
cross
see,
it at 3
you
a.m.
see,
no, that's why you're wrong.
people will think a hard guy is actually a soft guy. And the soft guys are the hard guys.
eh.
You get?
So what does that
So
mean?
if for you to be considered the hard guy, you must always satisfy your ego. You don't want
you don't want,
you
you're
only want your
unruly.
way.
You're unruly.
Like you can't.
So a hard guy is someone who does not give in to the reality or the perspective. You don't want to be told. And this is what women like.
And
No, let us decipher. Women like to be, you see, I'm a dog breeder and I love dog. When you bring a bitch into the compound, a female dog. Sorry, baby, that's how they draw.
But that's what you know, man. A bitch
Yeah.
is a female
No,
dog.
if you bring a
What do you
female
know?
dog into the compound
Yeah.
and you bring a male dog into the compound, trust me, that is a very complete domination. Because a female dog will entirely dominate the whole compound. And your male dog will have powers to surpass. Which brings us to the question that you were saying behind the scenes. That if you just let the women, which I do not agree,
Even me.
which I don't agree. But what am I trying to say here? We are engineered according to what we have gone through. So a hard guy will be a hard guy because he found one nankabirwa or nakagwa who showed him Kampala. You have not met a man who has paid school fees, paid medical for the family, paid all these things as a soft guy. Oh, hi, I have my brother. We had a discussion sometime. I will not mention so many things. But you, hi. You be soft, you say, and you are extending it. But then you are extending it with love. Then what does the girl show you? and then it makes you a hard man. And even a woman, when you are going to date a man, I believe you go to a man, you believe he has bought you ice cream. Oh, the man is caring. How do you say it? Oh, he has sent me data. How do you say it?
No,
Is it on this air?
Not-
Oh, Swahili. And then you are there. And the man decides to run away after 3 days of yingie. And then the woman becomes hard. So how do we do this?
But you can't consider yourself a hard guy if you failed to move on from your past trauma.
Thank you.
So is that emotional intelligence that you have to inject into this?
And this guy is so toxic.
No, but,
No, he's
but
very
then also, he's not. No, he's not toxic.
Toxic.
He's well brought up.
This guy is so
He's
toxic.
well
He's
brought
well brought up so far.
You're not well brought up.
You like it, such a soft.
You're not well brought up.
He's not a nasty boy.
No, but no. Let me
Because
ask.
if you have gone through something bad with some chick, if you project that experience onto your next chick, then you fail to move on. You
No,
can't
which
fail
is
to move forward if
Which
you're
is
the
true.
guy.
We are not saying
You're a soft guy.
we
You
are
get
not
damaged.
saying, we are not saying that your past relationship kindly defines who you are, but
But it's
it does define. But we are saying, as a soft man in society and in relationships, what is the effect of a soft man in a relationship, at work, and in your personal projects that you run? Because you being soft, does that mean you are going to come to your project you are building a house, and you are finding a man who is just there lying down in Ngara, and you are saying, where he's okay?
no.
Exactly. So with your relationship, if you are seeing that the woman is not doing what she's supposed to do, as a woman, there are roles that women are supposed to play in a relationship. If you find that they are not doing it, what makes you hard? You being stringent to your rules and regulations, or you just deciding to say that, okay, fine, proceed, because my last relationship.
No, but then you can.
Another thing I want to.
In that context. A soft man is a man who listens to the way,
Oh, girlfriend.
or girlfriend,
And
who is open to other ideas. You're not confined to only your ideas because I'm a hard guy. It is only my idea that can work.
Yes.
You see, Bro, there's something that Kuji stated earlier on, and I really wanted to react that time, but still I'm not so late. Kuji said that because you failed to move on, no, you're stressing another person.
Yes,
Kuchi.
sir.
So are you trying to tell me that because for a fact I don't know who was Brayo. Have you ever is your first girlfriend that you dated in your life? Is she your wife now? Okay. No, I don't have a wife, but with the marriage that I know nowadays, I don't think there's I think there are very few.
Can I ask?
There are very few. No.
Okay, you
I want to come for Kuchi.
Yes,
Yeah.
come for it.
I feel like there are very few people who have gotten their first girlfriends, dated them, and ended up marrying them, and they're living up to now. Most times, we end up getting experiences of like maybe 2 different ladies, or 3, or 4, 5. The guy is even in 100 though. So Kuchi is now trying to tell me that, Ivan, look here. You're failing to move on because you're transferring what you experienced from the previous relationship into the next one. Kuchi, I need an experience. How do I get experience?
Okay, no, let me go.
How do I get experiences?
Let me
Through
make this-
facing these things.
Bro.
No, let me first say this. Yeah. If my first girlfriend.
If we twist it the other way around, like let's say, I don't know if you're dating.
Yeah.
So, do you think the experience you're giving to your woman is the same experience you got from
Nice boyfriend.
Yeah, I believe.
No.
I believe people live life.
No, it's different.
No, normally.
Would you if
To me,
For me, what I want
trust me. No, why I'm saying it might be the same. If I bought a car for my first girlfriend and she used my car, she first of all chucked me, used my car to get another man. Man, don't expect me to buy another car in the next relationship.
Okay, now that you're
Maybe
talking
the only
about
thing I can do is
does
do
that
50-50.
make you a better partner? As we close this, bro, being soft and being hard, does that make you a better person?
Honestly, to me, I'm still going to say, as a man, what are you doing with softness around your life? What are you doing with softness around your life?
You
As a
like to
man,
be hard.
as a man, you're not built to be soft.
No, but you can be
In the
soft
first-
and have power at the same time.
But
Okay.
It depends on how you're
you see,
soft.
even naturally in life, naturally
depends on how
in
you're
your
soft.
life, naturally
You
in
can
your
be
life.
soft
To
and
me, I understand softness as the way I understand softness. I think
I want to understand one thing, bro, as we conclude this session and for our viewers. Does being soft make you less of a man?
definitely.
And
No, it
does being hard, according to his interaction, does being hard make you more of a man?
To me,
Now let's hear from you and then we hear from you.
Your inner self will be crying. I bought a car for my ex-girlfriend. She left me, so I'm not going to buy for you. And you think you're hard to buy.
So you are being manipulated. When you are soft, are you being manipulated?
exactly.
No,
If
you're
you're
not.
soft, you're being manipulated.
You're not
And as a
being
man,
manipulated.
you're supposed to be so quick.
Let's hear.
As a man, you're supposed to be so quick.
Let's
to
hear
detect
from him.
that, man,
Let's
this is
hear from him.
manipulation.
As a man,
As a man.
you should look at the bigger picture. And this I'm talking about. I'm generalizing.
Yes.
If you look at
How do
the
you
wars,
understand?
just a moment. If you look at the wars in countries, it's because there are two alphas who are all hard guys and they want to satisfy their egos. And that's how we do to be that. Just a moment. And that's how wars break out. But if now those who are considered to be soft, to compromise,
Like
to
the
cut deals,
like Musebe.
don't know what you talk I don't want to talk about politics. But those who suppress their egos for the bigger picture, for continuity, peace, sustainability. Because trust me, in a relationship, if you're a hard guy, you want to only satisfy your ego, it will just end it and you're going to end your divorce.
No.
Amber,
Brian,
no. Let Amber tell us. Let Amber tell us. Would you love to date a soft or a hard guy? And for what reasons would you want not to date? Because you love vulnerable men and you don't like guys who are.
Not vulnerable.
Yes. Are women actually really attracted to soft men?
Yes, we are.
But you leave us all the time. He's a soft man. He's 50 years single. He's single. And he's talking as if and he has.
When did they make you?
I don't know. So you tell us.
No, but then me personally, I would love to date a soft.
Why? Because you can easily manipulate him.
He's not manipulating.
Why?
A soft man knows what he wants.
And the hard man does not.
A hard man does not. He keeps on just. I don't know how I can say it. I'm not sure of the right word.
So,
But I feel like hard men are just scared
someone
of
is
the
someone that
reality
you can talk to.
and do not want to face that reality that actually they can make women peaceful and they can make women be what they want to be.
So that's mentioning that. Is society feminizing men into women?
No.
Because now, our generation, women are to be in the kitchen.
And we are still in
Women,
the kitchen.
no.
Which generation are you
still in
talking
the
about?
kitchen.
Which generation are you
This is
talking
a
about?
very different topic.
Which generation are you talking about?
Not our generation, but their generation. Women were in the kitchen.
8 years.
Are women feminizing a man, whereby a man has no say in the house?
Can you be
Because
soft
we
to
are
see
being
how
soft?
women are in the kitchen? Please.
If you can't,
Have you
can't
noticed?
convince someone
To be in the kitchen.
to do what you want, then
Have you noticed that there is a growing feed, a growing anger, or a hunger of divorce in our generation?
Because boy child are not the boy
Because
child is not being
men
protected.
have been feminized to a point of a woman says
Because-
that I will not give in to
Because-
what the Bible and the tradition is saying.
because-
So what we are trying to say, our ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. It's been a
Yeah,
very
let's him.
all right. Let me
it's
say
because civilization has caught up with us and we don't want to change. we want to be like our great grandfathers,
Thank you.
how they were in their times.
No, but you
But
don't-
today it's different. It's different times.
No. Our great grandfathers were the hard men. And because of that transition, it has brought us to be the soft men. Our great grandfathers never had to go to the pulpit. He would come to you, tell you 1, 2, 3, polygamous family. Done, cleared.
how has
But
that
now the
helped
women
the
of
women?
today,
How has it helped the women?
No.
So where does equality
We
come in?
are
Yes,
okay.
you speak of equality
Not
every time.
withstanding.
And you're quiet now.
Withstanding, statistically, the people in our generation, the ones who are 30 or probably 25, between 25 and above right now, have grown up into a polygamous family. Done, dusted. Now, because of the women's emancipation, they have made now the children who are us or the ones below us, and we have now succumbed to listening to women, which has caused so much divorce into.
So if we stop listening to you, there's
No, now you are empowered. You wake up in the morning and say, Chagala.
You don't want that for the women to be empowered.
No, you be empowered, but also know your role. When you come,
You cannot
now you are buying sex toys, which can be a different thing. you are taking away my role. Even me. Anyway, thank you so much. It's been a very great discussion. We've had an ample time to discuss this. Give us your comments. Let us know if you want us to decipher this into, and we delve into this topic. It has been a very good topic. These are our viewers. Maybe they can introduce themselves today. We shall start from
This is your man, Sele. Sele Gadgets, by the way. Don't forget to get your iPhone,
yeah.
that Samsung,
Yes.
premium use, brand new, from Sele Gadgets.
Is that national fun as well? Very, 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 very.
Always focus and and never giving up. Next one better.
Tell them.
I've been coaching. Thank you for listening.
Very intellectual
And confusing.
and confusing. I don't understand this man. Amber,
Amber and Kuchi, they're the same.
we should have separated them.
I swear.
Hey.
I don't know, we missed
No,
out
but
on
God loves women so much, so He made him next to me.
Really,
You falling?
really, God loves women. Yeah, it's good. God gave us a woman as a helper, but we stayed in the Garden of Eden until let's not have that discussion. Introduce yourself. We were in the Garden of Eden until God gave us a woman. Then
Peaceful, by the way.
Eh?
Peaceful.
Peaceful. God told us don't touch that fruit. We said, but the man comes. But you know that if you go there, if you touch that fruit, and now they are telling us that we'll be hard and soft. No, you don't understand this. You listen to that kind of poison. You listen to the last time Adam listened to that poison, man. Yeah, sweating. And this is what they are doing now. You go into terms, the woman like
Kuchi is telling you, man, you're supposed to listen. You're supposed to listen, man.
listen, man. Yeah.
We're in there sweating and
This
this is why we're dying, man. It was because of Adam listening.
Yes. Have you got to tell me? You even enter, the woman is stayed there with another woman on a table. They are two. Dressed the way I are dressed. Okay? Now you pass by Dave. Then you come back. I don't know where to sit. Can I join you? Oh, it's okay. You join. Before you know it, you have spent a lot of money on the table. These young women. I don't know if that being soft, but anyway, tell us who you are. Because this discussion is very bad.
So finally, I can say who I am. It's me, Amber. That's all.
As usual. Brian,
Don't overdo it.
Brian, and thank you so much for logging.
Are you a hard guy or a soft guy?
He's
I think I'm a soft guy. I want to consider myself as a soft guy. One, because I cry. You do like this, I
But
cry.
everyone is created.
You do like this, I cry.
Everyone was created with tears.
You do like this, I cry.
Everyone was created with
You
tears.
do like she's doing things.
Everyone was created with tears.
Thank you so much for joining the Solid Pod. We bring it live and we bring it to you raw. Tune in for the next episode. Luzungu luganye naye mubimanyi namwe. Twabiga. We just learned these things.
But thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe and let your friends know. Solid Pod, where the family grows. Love.
Man U for the first time is connecting with Arsenal.